adrenaline rush that tells me we're a little past the prime. Neon paints the pavement with a restless kind of sway, like everything around us wants to slip the rules away. You lean in close, your voice a smooth electric glide. Something playful in your smile flips the rhythm in my mind. No need for any markers telling where the hours fall. The air is getting warmer and I feel you through it all. There's a spark behind your grin, pulling me where I've never been. If this moment wants to bend, let it stretch and never end. Lift me up, don't slow the pace. I feel the rush wrap around my waist. You're turning every second into something I can shake, lighting up my heartbeat like it's trying not to break. Take me higher, pull me in. I'm losing track of where I've been. It's rising, rising every time you touch my skin. The streets calm down, but somehow start to come alive. A quiet tension in the breeze, like something set to rise. Your fingers tap a rhythm that aligns with mine again, and suddenly the world feels like it's learning how to bend. No clock can tell the story of the moment that we're in. Your presence draws a brightness from the spaces wearing thin. A shift inside the silence, like the city holds its breath. A soft anticipation curling underneath my chest. There's a spark behind your grin, pulling me where I've never been. If this moment wants to bend, let it stretch and never end. Lift me up, don't slow the pace. I feel the rush wrap around my waist. You're turning every second into something I can shake, lighting up my heartbeat like it's trying not to break. Take me higher, pull me in. I'm losing track of where I've been. It's rising, rising every time you touch my skin. There's a shift before the hours tip into the unknown. A sweetness in the tension, like the night is still alone. You breathe in, something changes, something steady comes undone. A warmth that builds inside me like a quiet starting gun. If we're standing at the border where the restless meets the calm, let me linger in this moment, let it carry us along. No signal in the sky to say where anything begins, just the rhythm of your heartbeat pulling closer to my grave. Lift me up, don't slow the pace. I feel the rush wrap around my waist. You're turning every second into shake. I can't shake like it's trying not to break. Take me higher, pull me in. I'm losing track of where I've been. It's rising, rising every time you touch my skin. Rising, rising, pull me deeper, let it spin. Lights sway lightly on the quiet street. Your footsteps tap in a rhythm close to mine. The world slows down like it's waiting for something, hovering right at the edge of another time. Yeah. Your voice floats in the air like a gentle spark, painting color on the cool, unheard breeze. I watch the way your hands move when you talk, like you're stirring hidden currents only I can see. The city yells, but faintly almost shy, as if it doesn't want to interrupt our pace. You smile, and some distant glow responds, tracing a soft outline around your face. There's something shifting in this quiet hour, not bright, not dark, just a subtle change. Yeah, like the air is finding new direction, and every breath turns sweeter when you say my name. So let me fall into this easy light with you, where the calm feels warm and the moments bloom. Your laugh lifts everything around me. Your touch rewrites the shape of the evening. We're standing where the colors start to blend, where time blurs and the stillness bends. Not the deep night, but close to its door, and I'm ready to feel a little more. Your shadow moves like music on the ground, swaying softly with the pulse beneath our feet. Every word you say rings crystal clear, like a secret melody the world forgot to keep. The cool of the air meets the warmth of your balancing perfectly between hush and glow. I swear the sky leans into our conversation, listening for something it wants to know. There's a quiet spark beneath this moment, running gentle but impossible to hide. Not bright enough to call it anything yet, but it's guiding us somewhere just outside. So let me fall into this easy light with you, where the calm feels warm and the moments bloom. Your laugh lifts everything around me. Your touch rewrites the shape of the evening. We're standing where the colors start to blend, where time blurs and the stillness bends. Not the deep night, but close to its door, and I'm ready to feel a little more. Let the hush wrap softly around our shoulders. Let the faint glow find its place between us. If this moment grows even slightly brighter, it might tip into something dangerous. Your breath, your steps, your gentle tilt, everything feels tuned to this thin divide. Not darkness, not light, something in between, where our heartbeats start to align. So take my hand in this shifting glow with you, where the breeze turns warm and the world feels new. Your voice, your smile, your steady breathing, all of it pulls me deeper into the evening. We're standing in a place that has no name, where shadows soften and colors rearrange. Not the deep night, but brushing its flow, and I'm open to everything more. The avenues are common, but they haven't settled yet. A softened shimmer drifting through the air like a duet. Your silhouette moves lightly as the rhythm finds your stride, and something in your presence keeps the moment open wide. A whisper in the distance traces its tempo with your laugh, a tiny pulse that pushes all my troubles into half. No markers on the skyline telling how the hours lean, but every breath you take rewrites the colors in the scene. Oh, you tilt your head and everything starts leaning to a brighter swing. If gravity begins to bend, I'm following until the end. Oh, you carry me up where the rhythm won't fade, where every beat in my chest feels newly made. You turn a simple second to a moment I crave, pulling me closer with a rush I can't evade. Lift me high and let it spin. I feel the fire under my skin. You keep rising, rising, pulling me back again. How the passing hours sound, like something underneath the quiet wants to come unbound. Your fingers tap a pattern only we can understand, a tiny spark that travels from your touch into my hand. starts leaning to a brighter swing. If gravity begins to bend, I'm following until the end. Oh, you carry me up where the rhythm won't fade, where every beat in my chest feels newly made. You turn a simple second to a moment I crave, pulling me closer with a rush I can't evade. Lift me higher, let it spin. I feel the fire under my skin. You keep rising, rising, pulling me back again. Carry me up where the rhythm won't fade, where every beat in my chest feels newly made. You turn a simple second to a moment I crave, pulling me closer with a rush I can't evade. There's a tension in the stillness, like the world is taking aim. A quiet shift that hints at something waiting to reclaim. Your breath becomes a signal that the usual rules fall through, and suddenly the air is shaped entirely by you. If we're standing at the threshold where the calm begins to stretch, let the moment keep expanding, don't rewind or disconnect. No markers in the distance telling where the hours been, just a steady pull between us drawing through the lens. Carry me up where the rhythm won't fade, where every beat in my chest feels newly made. You turn a simple second to a moment I crave, pulling me closer with a rush I can't evade. Lift me higher, let it spin. I feel the fire under my skin. You keep rising, rising, pulling me back again. Pulling me back The air is holding steady like it's waiting for a shift. A quiet kind of tension rising underneath the drift. Your outline moves in rhythm with a pulse I can't ignore. A softened hum that tells me there's a little more in store. A flicker in your breathing matches something in my chest. A tiny spark that circles everything I can't express. No signals in the distance telling where the hours lean, but something in this quiet feels unusually serene. You draw me in with subtle moves of gravity I can't refuse before the moment rearranges. Take my hand before it changes. Lift me higher where the rhythm unfolds, where every heartbeat feels like it's turning gold. You make the smallest second feel uncontrolled, pulling me closer like the world won't hold. Let it rush, let it spin, set the spark beneath my skin. You keep rising, rising, pulling me back again. A faint vibration travels through the space between our steps, like something in the atmosphere is catching on its breath. Your fingers trace a pattern that was never there before, a gentle warmth that lingers, asking quietly for more. The stillness starts to shimmer like it's bending at the seams, a hint of transformation threading through our fragile gleam. No markers telling whether time is falling fast or slow, just the current underneath us choosing where to go. You draw me in with subtle moves of gravity I can't refuse before the moment rearranges. Take my hand before it changes. Lift me higher where the rhythm unfolds, where every heartbeat feels like it's turning gold. You make the smallest second feel uncontrolled, pulling me closer like the world won't hold. Let it rush, let it spin, set the spark beneath my skin. You keep rising, rising, pulling me back again. There's a stillness stretching outward, like the hour lost its form. Every breath you take surrounds me, like a tide before a storm. If we're standing at the threshold where the calm begins to bend, let the moment bloom around us. Don't retreat, don't descend. I can feel the world adjusting, letting instinct take command. As your pulse becomes a signal, pulling me to where you stand. Lift me, hold you where a rhythm unfolds, where every heartbeat feels like it's turning gold. You make the smallest second feel uncontrolled, pulling me closer like the world won't hold. Let it rush, let it spin, set the spark beneath my skin. You keep rising, rising, pulling me back again. Rising, rising, pulling me back again. Shadows stretch along the pavement, heartbeat sinking with the baseline glow. No rush, but something in the air is shifting. Feels like the moment right before it unfolds. Oh yeah.
Your silhouette's dancing on storefront glass, like the city's humming secrets under its breath.
We're walking slow, but the rhythm keeps rising, pulling us closer with every step. Your smile flickers like a signal I can't ignore, a spark hidden beneath your calm composure. The quiet around us bends and curves, as if the world is leaning over our shoulder. I feel it building up inside this stillness, a light that's trying hard to break through. Though the sky hasn't changed its color yet, something brighter's coming into view. So let me hold you in this rising glow, where the night slows down but my pulse runs bold. Every breath you take pulls me higher, every look you give lights another fire. Caught between the hush and the heat, where the world feels wide and the time feels sweet. Now the sunrise, but it's leaning that way, and I'm falling to what we could create. Like a promise unspoken, your laugh cuts through the cool in the air. I swear the walls of this quiet hour fall back whenever your fingers brush my hair. The tempo of your breathing matches mine, soft but steady like a well-kept secret. You touch your head and without a word tell me to come a little closer, so I keep it. Something's rising underneath the silence. Oh, warmth that starts where your shadow fades. Though the skyline hasn't changed its color, it feels like the edges of night are being remained. Let me hold you in this rising glow, where the night slows down but my pulse runs bold. Every breath you take pulls me higher, every look you give lights another fire. We're caught between the hush and the heat, where the world feels wide and the time feels sweet. Not a sunrise, but it's leaning that way, and I'm falling into what we could create. Shift in the air, the pull in the space between us. No morning or night, something in between, where the rules get quiet and the heart gets clean. Let the colors bloom where the shadows thin. Let your voice cut through and pull me in. If this moment grows any brighter, I swear the whole sky's learning how to be great. Shakes the darkness, every touch writes where the light. We're drifting in a space the world can't name, where nothing is the same, but not the same. You're the reason the shadows stop slipping away.
Streets in here are quiet that I almost know. Your shadow flickers just a step ahead. Hey, a gentle pulse of things we left unsaid. Lights that scatter whispers play along the walls. A fleeting warmth that lingers when the evening falls. Every glance a story hanging in the air. A fragile rhythm only we can share. Close enough to catch the edge of your hand, but the space between us always understands. Moments stretch, suspended in a gentle sway. Pull me in without words, don't drift away. Lift me where the melody ignites, where every heartbeat catches all the lights. You make the silence shimmer untold. Pull me closer, let the warmth unfold. Breathe in the glow, feel it spin. Trace the spark beneath my skin. Higher, higher, let it bloom again. Floating, your laughter drifts a soft electric hum. A quiet cadence of the things to come. The air is thick with something almost near. A tender echo I can feel but not quite hear. Rhythms bend around the spaces we leave. A subtle promise tangled in what we believe. Every step a note in this suspended time. Every glance a lyric without a rhyme. Close enough to catch the edge of your hand, but the space between us always understands. Moments stretch, suspended in a gentle sway. Pull me in without words, don't drift away. Lift me where the melody ignites, where every heartbeat catches all the lights. You make the silence shimmer untold. Pull me closer, let the warmth unfold. Breathe in the glow, feel it spin. Trace the spark beneath my skin. Higher, higher, let it bloom again. Floating rises linger where the night would bend. A quiet tension we can't pretend. Your warmth, the signal in the soft and air. A delicate thread that draws me there. Time suspends in gentle arcs and lines. We're tethered by invisible designs. Every pause between us hums a tender song. A fleeting moment that feels endlessly long. Lift me where the melody ignites, where every heartbeat catches all the lights. You make the silence shimmer untold. Pull me closer, let the warmth unfold. Breathe in the glow, feel it spin. Trace the spark beneath my skin. Higher, higher, let it bloom again. Soft echoes fade as the moment bends. We linger in the quiet until it transcends.
Neon hums, oh, reflections in the glass. Your shadow moves with me, just a fraction past. Keys ripple lightly, the street whispers soft, pulling us forward, the city's air alive. Yeah, yeah. Footsteps sink to the pulse beneath our soul. Breathing in sync, the night begins its scroll. Every glance we steal is a word unsaid, a rhythm between us, alive in our stare. The street lights flicker, echoes of laughter like I remember refrains. I reach for something just out of my hands. A touch suspended, a spark that barely lands. And I feel the space spin in your direction. A gentle pull, a quiet sweet connection. Not dark enough to hide, not light enough to see. Somewhere between us where we're meant to be. So let me drift through this glow with you, where every shadow hums, every color feels new. Your voice lifts the air, my chest can't contain this moment of tension, pleasure and pain. We're hovering on the edge of what's to come, a whisper of time that's already begun. Not the deep, not yet close to its door. And I'm reaching for something more. And I'm reaching for something more. In a far-off lane, the rhythm syncs with the beat of our vein. Your hand almost brushes hesitation in its arc. A warmth lingers softly, igniting the dark. Every movement is measured, deliberate, slow. A dance of restraint that neither of us show. The city exhales a gentle, luminous sigh. Pain in a moment where we float, you and I feel your gravity pulling me near. Attention so subtle yet crystal clear. Not bold enough to claim, not shy enough to flee. Just a space where our hearts can be free. So let me drift through this glow with you, where every shadow hums, every color feels new. Your voice is the air, my chest can't contain this moment of tension, pleasure and pain. We're hovering on the edge of what's to come, a whisper of time that's already begun. Not the deep, not yet close to its door. And I'm reaching for something more. And I'm reaching for something more. Let the faint light guide the space between every breath, a story that's never seen. Your presence hums softly, a pulse I can't fight. A thrill in the quiet before the city ignites. Hands almost touch the air, hang still. The world outside bends to our will. Not yet surrendered, not yet untold. A fleeting connection, fragile born. So let me drift through this glow with you, where every shadow hums, every color feels new. Your voice lifts the air, my chest can't contain this moment of tension, pleasure and pain. We're hovering on the edge of what's to come, a whisper of time that's already begun. Not the deep, not yet close to its door. And I'm reaching for soft keys fade out, the city exhales. Our silent rhythm lingers in trails, a fleeting warmth, the quiet allure. The night waits for no one yet feels so pure, yet feels so pure.
Soft key, circle gently. A mellow shimmer resting in the quiet. Guitar strings brush the air like slow-moving thoughts, while the room settles into a softer kind of stillness. Yeah. There's a calm that drips in when the noise fades out, filling the spaces where my doubts used to shout. Your memory leans against the back of my mind, as if it's waiting for a moment it can't quite find. The dim glow from the corner light bends across the floor, tracing familiar shapes I've seen 1,000 times before. I breathe you in the way one breathes a distant song, soft and steady even when the timing feels wrong. Oh, and something in the silence pulls me towards your name, a quiet current I can't seem to tame. It's not the deep hours yet, just the slowing of time, a space where truth starts slipping between the lines. So I lift my voice higher than I planned, letting every ache fall into your hands. If the break in my tone sounds a little too real, it's because I'm still learning how to feel. These notes rise farther than I meant them to, reaching out for something that feels like you. Not darkness, not dawn, just that tender in between, where emotions land softly on everything unseen. The rhythm of the room shifts when you cross my mind, like the air rearranges itself to be more kind. I turn over thoughts I never dared to say, letting them breathe as the minutes drift away. The warmth from the speaker spills over my chest, a familiar comfort that refuses to rest. Each chord brushes past like a gentle reminder that the heart remembers even when life grows quieter. There's a pull in the hush where the world eases slow, where truth feels lighter than it used to flow. Not quite late, but far from the day, the kind of hour where honesty finds its own way. So I lift my voice higher than I planned, letting every ache fall into your hands. If the breaking my tone sounds a little too real, it's because I'm still learning how to feel. These notes rise farther than I meant them to, reaching out for something that feels like you. Not darkness, not dawn, just that tender in between, where emotions land softly on everything unseen. Let the chords stretch wide, let them carry the weight. All the hopes I folded down, trying to wait. Your echo blends into the hum of this room, turning quiet corners into something that blooms. A gentle pulse lingers under my skin, a sign of a longing I keep letting in. This isn't a late hours curtain of blue, just a moment when truth starts shining through. So I lift my voice higher than I planned, letting every ache fall into your hand. If I tremble reaching for the higher lines, it's because your name still lives in mine. Oh, no shadows closing in, just the world growing slow, wrapped in a softness only few ever know. If you return to this quiet before the night turns deep, you'll hear my heart calling, the promise I keep. Ooh. Guitar miss I keep, yeah. Oh, the promise I keep. Soft key, settle guitar fades thin. Oh, but the warmth remains, resting gently within. Soft chords drifting lightly, like the room exhaling after a long day. A faint shimmer settles around the edges, as if the air itself has been waiting to speak. Your name moves through me in a slow unwind, stirring pages I thought I left behind. Every breath feels gentler when you're in my mind, like footsteps on carpet, patient and kind. The lampshade glow bends across my hands, painting shapes I barely understand. I trace the warmth left from when you were near, a quiet echo I still hold dear. These moments stretch unhurried and low, a hidden current learning where to go. Not late, not early, just a drifting lane, where memories hum without naming your name. So I reach for the notes to rise beyond my chest, letting truth climb higher than all the rest. If the sound breaks open like it's pulling me through, it's only because I'm still tethered to you. Layers lift softly, widening my breath, a flicker of longing I've tried to suppress. This is the hour that leans between days, where everything fragile finds its own way. Your laughter lingers in forgotten corners, filling spaces I never knew were yours. I keep replaying fragments gentle and clear, as if holding them closer might bring you near. The pulse of the chords wraps around my chest, a quiet reminder I've yet to confess. I lean into feelings I once tried to hide, letting honesty settle without taking sides. There's a hush that grows when thoughts align, a tender shift I can't define. Before the world folds in a deeper use, I find myself drifting right back to you. So I reach for the notes that rise beyond my chest, letting truth climb higher than all the rest. If the sound breaks open like it's pulling me through, it's only because I'm still tethered to you. Lay his lips softly, widening my breath, a flicker of longing I've tried to suppress. This is the hour that leans between days, where everything fragile finds its own ways. There the chords spill gently across my skin, carrying thoughts I keep letting in. I'm learning the shape of what I feel, slowly, quietly, painfully real. If the world slows down for just a beat, I'll take that moment as something complete. Not a promise, not regret, just the truth we made, softly unfolding before it can fade. So I reach for the notes that rise beyond my chest, letting truth climb higher than all the rest. If I tremble singing what I've held inside, it's only because nothing about you ever died. No need for shadows, no need for light, just the gentle turning of another quiet night. The final chord lingers, tender and slow, and with it, the part of you I still know. Your shadows resting on my shoulder, like it's learning how to breathe again. The air is cool, quietly shifting, soft as the moment right before it begins. You trace a line along my heartbeat, yeah. Slow enough to pull the truth from me. Nothing loud, nothing spoken, just a calm that feels like it's choosing to stay. And the world feels held in suspension, every color folded into one. Not dark, not bright, somewhere between, a space untouched by anyone. Hold me in this almost morning hush, where time forgets the race it's running. We're floating in a glow that isn't sunlight yet, but warmer than the night we're leaving behind. If this hush is all we ever get, I still call it something holy. Stay with me while everything waits, to decide what it's turning into. Your voice falls low like a quiet promise, yeah, promise, yeah. Unplanned, too honest to hide. Oh, there's a softness rising in your breathing, a rhythm learning how to open wide. I feel your hands gather my feelings, steady as a secret meant to be found. Even the silence leads a little closer, like it's trying this from the ground. And the world keeps holding its distance, slow, but ready to break. Your breath flows steady beside me, keeping time with my racing thoughts. Every street we pass feels lighter, as if the night is loosening its knots. There's a faint glow hiding in the edges, not bright but gaining shape, a shade that wasn't here an hour ago. A promise rising underneath the gray. And we're running for a sky that's changing, even if it hasn't opened yet. There's a lift inside my chest I can't explain, like the world took one long quiet breath. If this moment stretches any longer, I swear I'll learn how to fly. Hold this feeling with me now, we're chasing something just beyond sight. Your voice cuts gently through the stillness, warm like a memory waking up slow. You say you feel the shift around us, a lightness starting to overflow. Our shadows blur then sharpen again, following the rhythm of our stride. The air hums soft with hidden colors, as though they're waiting for their time to rise. There's a thin line trembling on the horizon, not bright but refusing to stay dim. A quiet spark stretching wider, pulling every part of me with it. And we're running toward a sky that's changing, even if it hasn't opened yet. There's a lift inside my chest I can't explain, like the world took one long quiet breath. If this moment stretches any longer, I swear I'll learn how to fly. Hold this feeling with me now, we're chasing something just beyond sight. I can feel the colors gathering, too soft to name, too tender to ignore. They rise with every heartbeat, they swell with every step we take forward. No blaze, no burst, no sudden flare, just a quiet pull that keeps unfolding. Every second grows a little lighter, and I'm not sure if it's the sky or you. We're running toward a sky that's changing, even if it's only just begun. There's a weight that's finally lifting up, like the night is learning how to turn. If this moment holds us any longer, I might forget how to fall. Keep your hand in mine as we rise, we're touching something brighter than before, something waiting right past the edge of now. City streets hum beneath our steps, a quiet rhythm chasing shadows. Air feels softer, stretching longer, like it's learning how to breathe again. Your glance catches a hint of something, subtle warmth behind the stillness. Every corner bends with whispered colors, pulling us closer without touching. There's a glow that isn't yet the sun, soft as a sigh, impatient as a secret. I feel it in the space between our words, growing slowly, lighting the edges of this night. And we're moving toward a sky that waits, a light just shy of being on my chest.
echoes ripple through the avenues, warm as if the night remembers our names. Your laughter brushes against the silence, sparkling, teasing the coming dawn. The wind bends lightly around us, tracing lines we can almost follow. Colors rising slow, trembling waves hinting at what the world is ready to show. A faint shimmer glides across the skyline, too delicate to call a sunrise. It nudges at the edges of our hearts, whispering that waiting has its own reward. And we're moving toward a skyways, a light just shy of being known. My chest lifts with every step we take, hope spilling in gentle streams. If this moment stretches a little longer, I might learn how to reach for more. Hold on, feel it with me now. We're almost touching something untold. Yeah, there's a hush that carries a secret glow, woven through the streets and between our breaths. Every note of sound, every pulse of motion draws us closer to the promise of light. Not a blaze, not a sudden shift, just a quiet unfolding, tender and true. Step by step the world tilts brighter, and I realize it's been guiding us all along. We're moving toward a sky that waits, a light brushing the edge of our vision. My heart rises with every fleeting shadow, hope and longing tangled in the rhythm. If this moment holds us even longer, I might discover how to shine. Reach out, feel it now. We're nearly touching something untold, and it's been there just beyond reach all this time. A tight synth loop twirls and drums tapping like anxious fingers. Bass slides upward, hinting at motion before anything begins. There's a softness hanging in the air, not dark, not bright, just in between. Your silhouette moves with the quiet rhythm, like you're reading a tempo only you can hear. Street signs look washed in muted colors, edges dull but still alive. Each step feels quicker than the last, as if we're racing some Monday moment. I catch your voice cutting through the cool air, sharp lines wrapped in a warm tone. It sparks something restless in my chest, pulling me forward before I realize. Take me where the sky hasn't opened yet, where the air ends with unfinished stories. Your touch hits like a sudden rhythm, fast, bright, impossible to ignore. Raised voice, pull me into the rush. I follow wherever the beat breaks open. Hold this pace, don't let it fade. We're running toward a time that's only us. A faint breeze wraps around my jacket sleeves, cool enough to keep me awake. Your laughter bounces through the narrow spaces, not loud, just quick and electric. Phones buzz in distant pockets, cars pass with the windows barely cracked. The world feels paused but moving like a track loop beneath a new twist. Each hit, something in your eyes keeps shifting, like you're hearing a melody no one else caught. I fall into its pull, losing count of every thought I try to keep steady. Take me where the sky hasn't opened yet, where the air hums with unfinished stories. Your touch hits like a sudden rhythm, fast, bright, impossible to ignore. Raise your voice, pull me into the rush. I'll follow wherever the beat breaks open. Hold this pace, don't let it fade. We're running toward a time that's only ours. be something we invent on the run. Let's not slow down. Not now, not when everything feels like it's leaning forward. Take me where the sky hasn't opened yet, where the air hums with unfinished stories. Touch it's like a sudden rhythm, fast, bright, impossible to ignore. Raise your voice, pull me into the rush. I'll follow wherever the beat breaks open. Hold this place, don't let it fade. We're running toward the time that's only ours. A moment pushing toward the edge of morning. Before morning knows we're there. Your steps fall easy on the empty block. Street lamps hum like they're set on the clock. Your jacket catches colors that barely existed. The edges of the city wrapped in a silver twist. We talk in half sentences, laughing at nothing. The breeze keeps brushing by, steady and unassuming. There's a hush that follows everywhere we move. There's a hush that follows everywhere we move. As if the world is clearing space for something new. Something in the air feels newly drawn up, bright yet but leaning toward beyond. Every stride tilts forward, sharp and true, like the sky has plans it hasn't shown to you. Run with me where the colors thin, where the next shade slowly pours in. We're racing toward a quiet blue, past the last trace fading behind us too. Hold on as all the outlines change, patterns bending, falling out of range. If the world is ready to break into new, I'm stepping through it side by side with you. Your voice sounds different in this cooling air, clearer than the echoes drifting everywhere. Yeah, store signs blinking out one by one, leaving room for what's yet to come. Your grin lights up like a spark in motion, soft but certain, carrying its own emotion. Something fresh is threading through the scene, a tone that feels like it's washing everything clean. Something in the air feels newly drawn, not bright yet but leaning towards beyond. Every step feels lighter, breaking through, like the skyline's rewriting itself for you. Run with me where the colors thin, where the next shade slowly pours in. We're racing toward a quiet blue, past the last trace fading behind us too. Hold on as all the outlines change, patterns bending, falling out of range. If the world is ready to break into new, I'm stepping through it side by side with you. We move while every sound grows low, street by street, the old tone lets go. No sudden flare, just a calm shift rising, like the air itself is reorganizing. Let the colors blend without a rush, let the skyline soften into hush. Where the next shade chooses to appear, I'll meet it with you standing near. Run with me where the colors thin, where the first new tone finally pours in. We're stepping through that quiet blue, past the last trace fading behind us to keep pace with me as the shapes grow clear. Feel the change approaching near. If the sky is opening to something new, I'm walking forward always with you. Walking forward always with you.
the streetlight beams. Yeah. A playful echo cutting through the scene. Yeah. Your stride matches mine on the sloping lane, where signs blink slowly like they're fighting the strain. A stillness hangs, but not the kind of waves, more like city air rearranging its ways. Your laugh glances off an empty storefront glass, lingering briefly before letting it pass. Something crisp sits under every move, as if the whole block shifts into a different groove. It's not bright yet, but something's getting clearer. Contours stretching just a little nearer. The skyline seems to steady its breath, holding a moment right before the next. Yeah, take this pace with me, right where colors start, where the frame of the night starts to feel small. We're catching that instant before things turn right in a spark we didn't have to earn. Lift your voice with mine as the air gets thin. Feel the shift pulling us further in. Whatever waits on the other side of this bend, I'm running with you until the borders blend. I'm running with you until the borders blend. Your words land lighter in this cool and sweep, carried by rhythms the avenues keep. Shadows stretch long but loosen at the edge, shaking off their weight like breaking a pledge. A faint tone hums above the distant rails, soft but steady as the tension pales. Your eyes catch something just starting to rise, not a glow yet, but a change in disguise. It's not bright yet, but something's getting clearer. Contours stretching just a little nearer. Every step presses on a shifting line, marking a minute, trying hard to redefine. And taste with me, right where colors start, where the frame of the night starts to feel small. We're catching that instant before things turn right in a spark we didn't have to earn. Lift your voice with mine as the air gets thin. Feel the shift pulling us further in. Whatever waits on the other side of this bend, I'm running with you until the borders blend. I'm running with you until the borders blend. There's a measure the streets only play once, a quiet beat that lands between two fronts. Not dark, not light, just a held refrain, balancing on the edge of what remains. If everything starts moving at the same time, let's follow the rhythm that cuts the borderline. You lean forward first and I'm right behind, leaving the last of the night resigned. Take this pace with me, right where colors start, where the frame of the night starts to feel small. Catch that instant before things turn right, that spark that makes the whole world churn. Lift your voice with mine as the air thins out. Feel the shift without a single doubt. Whatever waits once the boundaries end, I'm stepping toward it right beside you again.